Welcome to Prime Filmy, the making, and with me is a very special guest, the sex symbol, our very own Bipasha Basu. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
14 years, 15 years in the industry, but you've not been typecast, but you've actually reinvented yourself since the time you came. I remember seeing your first film, and I remember seeing your last one as well. You've kept reinventing yourself. Were you scared somewhere, worried that you might just get stereotyped or typecast?
You know,
was there a time when you felt?
You know, in the beginning, the usual typecast is that she's sexy.
Yeah.
That has been there over the years. No matter what I played, you know, even the biggest of critics wrote, you know, when I played a housewife in Apharan, they wrote that she's a sexy housewife, where I didn't think I was sexy. But those basic things stick to you. But and you know, as much as we talk about like the Indian film changing, it's the majority of it is still the same. You know, it's 90% is still the same. 10% is those experimental films, those little gems which do well once in a while, which portrays women very differently. But 90% is still the same. I am a professional, and within those parameters, I have kind of worked on the basis of films that I believe in the characters I believe in, keeping in mind that, you know, I need to entertain, I need to be around because this is the job that I like to do. I won't say that I have done epic roles. I would not say that because I'd be foolish if I say that. But yes, I have made an identity very strong enough for myself to be called Bipasha Basu and to be known as who I am over the years. And it's been an interesting journey, and hopefully it will continue for some more time.
And also, a pretty face like yours suddenly became the face of horror films, and those movies actually did really well.
Yeah.
All of them. So, I mean, how did that come about? And you were quite enjoying yourself in that supernatural zone.
Yeah, you know, there is a thrill of watching supernatural films, and where you are driving the film and you're playing interesting characters. It's not just only like the ghost is coming and you're getting scared. There is a character in each one, whether it's Ras 3, whether it's Atma, whether it's Alone. Every time I had a character to play. And that's more important for me than rather just playing just a love interest. You know, I feel that gives me a little more satisfaction than doing a film like Hum Shakals. You know, so for me, it's a big banner film, shot at big locations, huge budget. But then what am I doing in it? You know, so I rather go with what excites me, and you know, it's been that supernatural films have excited me, but now I'm trying to do some different things hopefully this year, and not that I'll leave my supernatural domain ever. I think it's a genre which is new and exciting. I might be in supernatural films, you'll see me again. I might make them, I might produce them, I don't know, but I'm not leaving that genre.
And also, you disassociated yourself. I mean, last year we didn't see some great movies. We saw some great movies as well. You disassociated yourself from Hum Shakals, and soon the rest of the cast also did after this. So, I mean, do you feel sometimes you've regretted signing a movie and saying, what was I thinking? Why did I do what I did? Any regrets?
Only once, Hum Shakals. That's it. I've never regretted any of my decisions. And I'm saying that there were films that I couldn't even understand few of my films when I saw them. But then again, there is always an experience. There was some good experience in shooting those films. You know, you met some fabulous people, you made some good friendships. Shooting those films were fun. But, you know, it's never really happened that I've regretted something completely except this once.
And also now in an industry, roles are being written for women, but do you still feel women still don't get that those substantial roles being written for them? There's just like a one-off, a kahani or a dirty picture would come, but still it remains essentially a male-driven industry.
Yeah, it is absolutely male-driven. It is the big budgets, the big monies come in when the man, you know, when you get a big hero. So yes, the parts are very few. And as you said, it is a very herd mentality that people keep here. They think that if one actress has given a hit, a small film, they feel only she will give. So those roles will only go to her. So they kind of stereotype you in that way. So yeah, it exists. We kind of have to fight it and live it through.
In such a highly competitive, highly insecure industry, we know it's very insecure. How have you managed to maintain your keep. I mean, maintain your, head firmly screwed on your shoulders and not get affected by it, because you do. Lately, a lot of your colleagues have said they've gone through anxiety and depression. They are talking about it, and I'm sure it happens. We are all human. So how does Bipasha Basu keep this zen like?
I really never really had the want to be an actor when I started off. It's something that I happened to stumble upon and enjoy in the process. I started liking acting from my second film, Raz. And everything that I have, I'm so blessed. I feel that, I'm so independent and I can provide for my family. I can give my family the luxuries of the world. I can look after people who I love and come, to help people who love me. I feel very blessed. So for me, I'm very content with what I have. Yes, a little more, I would not worry about more work, but it's just that the way it has been, I don't feel the need of adding pressure to myself. There was a time I did put some pressure on myself. I think it was 2011 and 12, where because I had almost stopped working for 2 years, almost, because it was my decision. And to come back into it was a little tough. And that's the time I was doing Raz 3. And it was very close to, and I think it's more of the character that made me feel all those things, because it was the role of a girl who was on the decline, an actress who was on the decline. So it kind of, I think I let that character take over a little bit. And there were times that I did feel a little insecure about myself, about nobody else. It's just my being, where I am at that moment. And when everything in your life, professionally, personally, everything, shifts and changes, it kind of leaves you a little shaken. But thankfully, I have grown to be a much more mature person, because I've gone through all that, and much more balanced, and a person who believes in living in the moment and not make such long-term plans. And so it's I believe that, the day you realize that how precious is your life, and only you can live it, and only you can make yourself happy, you are going to be a happy person wherever you are.
And now your next movie is not in the horror genre. It's called Nia. And your niece, incidentally, is called Nia.
Yeah, my niece is one of my most favorite people in the world. Like, she's like as good as my daughter. She's 7 years old. And figuring that out, it is a family drama, figuring that film out right now.